She arrived in a plain dress, clutching her old purse, while the others scoffed and whispered. At the grand estate of billionaire Harold Whitmore, relatives and socialites in tailored suits rolled their eyes at the nobody who had dared to show up. They thought she was lost. They thought she was a mistake. Some laughed under their breath. But the smirks vanished when the lawyer opened the will, and Harold's final words echoed through the marble hall. Because the woman they mocked, she was about to change their lives forever, and theirs would never be the same. Claire Simmons was an unassuming woman. A caregiver by trade, she wore second-hand clothes and walked instead of driving. She was known for her quiet demeanor and kind smile. No one, especially not the Whitmore family, ever expected to see her at the late Harold Whitmore's estate. The man had been a billionaire, with children, grandchildren, and greedy business partners all circling for a piece of his empire. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Claire had cared for Harold in his final years, quietly, respectfully, with no demands or conditions. She was there when his own family wasn't, but to them she was just the help, a nobody. The day of the will reading, the room was packed. Polished shoes, designer suits, diamond earrings, and smug faces. Claire entered quietly, drawing immediate judgmental stares. One of Harold's grandsons scoffed. "She must be lost," another whispered cruelly. "Maybe she's here to clean up after us." Claire sat at the back, unnoticed by the lawyer, until he cleared his throat and read the opening line of the will. To all those gathered, the will began, "I leave behind more than just money. I leave behind a final truth." The crowd perked up. Harold's son leaned forward, eager for numbers. The others straightened, sure they were about to receive millions. But the lawyer continued, "To my family, I leave what they expected. A wake-up call." Gasps filled the room. Eyebrows rose. Murmurs rippled. I have watched as many of you treated, others as lesser, based on their income, their clothes, their status. I leave most of my estate, not to those who bore my name, but to the one person who showed me dignity in my final days. There was silence. Claire Simmons. The room erupted. Who? That woman? This is some kind of joke. Claire sat frozen, her eyes wide. The lawyer continued, listing everything: the estate, the stocks, the companies, the art collection. All of it transferred to Claire. Every person who had mocked their minutes earlier now stared in stunned disbelief. Harold's oldest son slammed the table. "This can't be legal," he roared. "She manipulated him." But calm and collected lawyer produced video footage, Harold's final message, recorded weeks before his death. It showed Harold speaking directly to the camera. "If you're watching this, I'm gone. But I wanted you to know. Claire didn't ask for anything. She gave me respect when even my family didn't. When my own children saw me as a wallet, Claire saw me as a man. And she deserves this, not for what she did, but for who she is." Every eye turned to Claire. There were no more jeers, no more laughter, only stunned silence. With legal clarity and Harold's wishes laid bare, they could do nothing. The Whitmores were left scrambling for lawyers, and the vultures dispersed. Claire was offered apologies, many fake, some painfully sincere. But she remained composed. She politely declined interviews, walked out of the estate quietly, and left in the same modest outfit she'd arrived in. She took over Harold's charities in the following weeks, funding schools and hospitals. She refused, luxury and built community centers in poor neighborhoods. When asked how it felt to inherit billions, she said, "It's not about what you own, it's about how you treat people." The story of Claire Simmons went viral, not for her wealth, but for her humility. The media called her the quiet billionaire. The Whitmore name faded behind hers. People learned a lesson the hard way, that arrogance, greed, and cruelty cost more than they ever imagined, because the woman they humiliated was the one holding all the power. Never judge someone by their clothes, their job, or their silence. Sometimes, the quietest one in the room is the one who will rewrite everyone's fate. If you enjoyed this story and thought it provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Take care.